All right, so hello. This flow is just a classic 60-minute flow, so nothing out of the ordinary, sticking to classic yoga vinyasa, so a yoga flow, where the primary focus will just be taking full and complete deep breaths all throughout as we move today. Okay, so we will start in a seat. Any seat will do. When you come to your seat, turn your palms face up. Close your eyes to sink in. And then start to notice the articulation of the spine. So see if you can anchor first through the sitting bones. And then grow through the spine. So sit up taller. Just notice if your shoulders are stacked over your hips. If not, maybe a slight shift backwards to adjust, or maybe it's forward to adjust, but make that subtle adjustment if needed. And then this energetic lift through the crown of your head. Keep the energy moving up, drawing upwards, but soften your shoulders. Relax the muscles of your face, your jaw, sides of your neck. And then from this space of being wide open, of being lifted but grounded at the same time, start to take a couple complete breaths. Just notice the breath. Watch it as you breathe in. Watch it as you breathe out. Another breath in. And another breath out. That's all it is today, just another breath in and another breath out, all throughout the flow. So as you breathe in next, we'll start to lift the arms up and overhead. And breathe out, hands through heart center. Breathe in, sweep the arms up. Breathe out, hands through heart. Breathe in, arms up. Now as you breathe out, cactus the arms, so coming to a 90-degree bend here. The shoulders are more or less in line with your elbows. Wrists stack over the elbows. On the inhale, puff up your heart and draw your shoulders back. Find that external rotation. And then go ahead and round forearms together, chin to chest. Inhale, open up, take up space, breathe. Exhale, round, chin to chest. Again. And round, chin to chest. Good, come back through center, the bend in the elbows. As you inhale, reach up. This time as you exhale, just draw the elbows down, all the way down. Inhale up. Exhale down, open the chest as they come. One more, inhale up. Exhale down. Good, inhale up, palms to touch. This time as you exhale, a little side bend to the right. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale, come back through center. Keep the palms connecting, look up. Now as you exhale, forward fold. Keep the crossing of your legs as they are and simply bow your way forward, releasing your head, softening the sides of your neck. And walk both hands over to the right. And then evenly draw the left hip back as you walk your left fingertips forward. So you're reaching from hip crease all the way through the fingertips in opposite direction. And take an even breath through your nose. Fill the left side of your rib. And an even breath out. Walk your hands off to the left. Same thing, right hip crease back in space. Right fingertips forward. Drop your head. Take a smooth breath in. And a smooth breath out. Hands come back through center, gaze forward. And then come on through tabletop pose, hands and knees. From tabletop pose, tuck the toes under. And start to move through some cat-cows here. So as you inhale, drop your belly, look up. As you exhale, round the spine, press the floor away, chin to chest. Good. Continue here through some cat-cows. Focus on your breath. Good, one more time, drop the belly, lift the heart. And round the spine, chin to chest. Good, come back through tabletop pose. Now, with the toes tucked under, lift your shins just to hover. So there's just about an inch between your shins and the mat. Now again, drop your belly, lift your heart. Cow pose, keep the shins hovering. And then round your spine, cat pose, keep the shins hovering. Again, drop the belly, lift the heart. And round. Once more, belly drops, heart lifts. Round. Back to neutral, keep hovering. Press your belly to your thighs. This is an active child's pose. Knees are quite bent. Arms nice and long, strong, and active. Drop your head. Now slowly start to straighten the legs, lift the hips high, and drop your heels. Downward facing dog. Move around in downward facing dog until it starts to feel a little more cozy. And then eventually you come to this place of stillness where you root through the hands and through the feet. And then just like we grew our spine in the beginning of class, see if you can first grow your hips toward the sky, any amount. So a liftedness in the hips, and then a length in the spine. Like telescope the spine up and out of the hips. As you inhale, come forward into plank pose, top of a push-up. And then drop the knees, flatten the toes, tops of the feet down. Come all the way down to the earth. Hug the arm bones in as you lower. From here, lift your head, chest, and shoulders for a low cobra pose. So keep the tops of the feet pressing into the mat. Dig your hands into the earth and lift your chest as a result. Okay, take a breath in. Exhale, release, forehead touches back down. Again, this time cobra, come up a little bit higher, just a touch. Keep the elbows bent, hugging in. Tops of the feet anchor. Heart expands, draw the outer shoulders back. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, release, forehead down. Good, this time come all the way up to this high cobra shape. Arms are more or less straight, but there's still just a touch of give in the elbows. And then sway your spine from side to side. So press the left shoulder forward, the right shoulder moves back. And other direction, right shoulder forward, left shoulder. Come back through center, lift the heart, breathe in, expand through the chest. As you exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Drop your head, send the gaze to your toes, and walk your feet forward to the front of the mat there. As you arrive, take ragdoll pose, opposite hand, opposite elbow, and then the weightedness of the arms help traction the spine. So sway a little bit from side to side, stay heavy in the arms, heavy with the head, let it go. Release your hands. Utkatasana, chair pose, send them hips back, stretch up. And then press to stand, Samastitihi, front of the mat, hands at heart. Take a breath in. And take a breath out. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up, halfway rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep up, tailbone down, arms up. Exhale, fold. So we've got half sun salutations here. Inhale, look up, extend. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold. So setting the pace of the breath. Lift and lengthen, inhale. Fold, exhale. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hands to heart, Samastiti. Okay, sweeping up, inhale. Exhale, bow. Lift and lengthen, inhale. As you exhale, step the right foot back, put the knee down. Inhale, come on up, Anjaneyasana. As you exhale, cactus the arms. On the inhale, round chin to chest. And exhale, open. And again, round, open. Last one, round. Now make fists with the hands. Start to send your arms back as you lean forward. Sweep the arms up, breathe in. As you breathe out, plant your hands, step to plank pose. One breath in plank, lean forward. On the exhale, lower all the way down to the mat. Tops of the feet press down. Take a breath in, lift up, low cobra. As you breathe out, downward facing dog, press back. Sweep the right leg high, breathe in. As you breathe out, step between the hands. Put the left knee down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, step forward. Left foot meets the right, you fold. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, pull the navel in as you bow. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart, Samastiti. Good, again, second side, arms up, inhale. Exhale, all the way out as you bow. Lift and lengthen, breathe in. Left foot back, knee down, breathe out. Inhale, Anjane, sweep up. Exhale, cactus the arms. Round, breathe in. Open, breathe out. Round. Open. Round. Now stay here, make fists. Shoot the arms back, chest forward. Next time you breathe in, sweep up, Anjaneyasana. As you breathe out, plank pose. One breath, plank. On the exhale, lower all the way. Cobra, inhale. Downward facing, exhale. Left leg up. Step forward. Right knee down. Anjane, breathe in. Step forward, fold, breathe up. Halfway rise, inhale. Exhale, bow. Sweep up, inhale. Samastitihi, exhale, hands to heart. Beautiful, Surya Namaskar A. Sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, stretch your chest. Breathe out, step to plank pose. Long breath in plank, crown forward, heels back. Now as you exhale, maybe through chaturanga, maybe you drop all the way to the ground. On the inhale, open the chest, cobra pose or upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, exhale. Now root in downward facing dog through the feet, through the hands. Give it 3 breaths. Patient breaths. Let it be all about this breath. And then the next one. As you inhale, lift the heels, look up. Exhale, travel feet to hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, bow. Inhale, sweep up. Back into the fold as you breathe out. Lengthen, inhale. Plank pose, exhale. Take the whole breath to step. One breath in, tip forward. Breath out, lower. Upward facing dog. Really press the hands down to round and open through the chest. And then press on back, downward facing. Release your head. Take 3. One more. Lift your heels, look up. And walk or float, front of the mat. Lengthen, inhale, broaden the thigh bones back, telescope your chest forward, and fold with all of that length that you've just conjured up. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, last round of Asana A, fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, plank pose. One breath. Lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, downward facing. For 3. 2. Strong arms. Last one. Lift the heels, get springy. And then bounce or walk, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, bow. Sweep up, all the way up, breathe in. Samastitihi, hands to heart, breathe out. Beautiful, Surya Namaskar B, so nice and classic. Utkatasana, chair pose. Sink low in the hips. So the first round we'll move slowly, and then the next 2 rounds we'll take with pace. 1 breath, 1 move. So notice in chair pose, if you can take your arms and line your biceps up with your ears, do that. If you try that and it gets all sorts of compressed, bend your elbows and open your chest that way. Find the external rotation, but drawing the shoulders back. Good, and then sit a little bit lower in the hips. Take an inhale. On your exhale, fold forward. Lengthen. Good, step to plank. Breath in plank. Lower through chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Sweep the right leg up. Step your right foot to your right thumb. Drop the left heel. As you rise up, we come to warrior one. Warrior one, the hips are closed-ish, so you're working both hips towards the front of the mat. And turn the palms forward and just let each shoulder cap soften. Good. Contain the rib cage by knitting the front of the ribs back, anchoring through the tailbone. All while breathing. Good for 2. And 1, release, hands down. Option to take a vinyasa there, move through high to low plank. Option to press right back into downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, left leg goes high, breathe it up. Step between the hands. Right heel down. Warrior one, rise up. And then go through your mental checkpoints again. Hips working towards square, towards the front of the mat. And arms actively reaching skyward, but the shoulders aren't hunched, they're relaxed. They contain the rib cage, knit the front ribs back. Get heavy through the tailbone, stretch the lower back. Last checkpoint is the breath. Where is it? Good, one more breath in. And on your breath out, take it away. Move through high to low or just skip. We'll press into downward facing together. Lift the heels, look up. And then as you exhale, walk or float, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, long fold. Let your head go. As you inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. So Utkatasana is like the book ends on each side, the beginning and the end of the sun salve bead. And then we press to stand, hands to heart. Good. Again, this time with pace. So one breath, one move. Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale, sink low, because it's just a breath. Exhale, long, strong legs, fold forward. Lift the chest, lengthen, inhale. Exhale, plank pose. Shift forward, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, ripple the heart open. Exhale, downward facing. Right leg high, inhale. Exhale, step forward, left heel down. So one breath, warrior one, rise. As you exhale, take the hands to the mat, an optional vinyasa there, high to low, or straight into downward facing. Adho Mukha. Left leg up. Warrior one, step through. Inhale, rise. Exhale, take it away. Downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Open your mouth, exhale. Lift the heels, look up. Keep your arms strong. And then go ahead, bounce. Feet to hands. Inhale, halfway rise, thigh bones back, chest forward. Exhale, keep your legs strong as you fold. Pull the navel up. Utkatasana, chair pose, strong legs, arms up. And press to stand. One more time, Utkatasana, inhale. Surya Namaskar, beat. Exhale, bow. Lift and lengthen, inhale. High to low, exhale. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right leg up. Warrior one, step through. Left heel down. As you breathe in, rise up, conjure all of the breath, let it lift you. And then on the exhale, all the way down, maybe through chaturanga. Upward facing if you're taking it. Downward facing, together we meet. Left leg extended. Step through. Inhale, rise. Exhale, plant the hands, move through. Upward facing, downward facing, very good. Lift your heels, look up, and walk or float, feet to hands. Halfway rise, once you arrive, stamp the feet down, and bow. Utkatasana, chair pose. Press to stand, Samastiti. Inhale through your nose. Open your mouth, exhale. Beautiful, stretch the arms up, inhale. On the exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, round. Exhale, open. Inhale, round, tailbone down, chin to chest. Exhale, open. One more time, round. This time, open. Lift the arms up, palms to touch. Take a side bend to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend left. Good. Inhale, center, reach up. This time as you exhale, come back into Utkatasana, chair pose. Settle your hips. Good, and we're gonna take this chair all the way down to the floor. So start to slowly increase the flex in the hips. With each passing out breath, sink a little bit lower. Good. A little bit lower. A little bit lower. A little bit lower. Sit all the way down. Good, from your seat, take your hands behind your knees, lean back, and then lift your legs into Navasana, boat pose. So in Navasana, shin bones are parallel to the ground there. You can stay right here if this feels like sufficient amount of work. If you feel like you want to ramp it up, stretch the arms forward. And if you want to doubly ramp it up and your hip flexors will allow, you can straighten the legs. And so pick your boat today, and then grow your chest into this open shape so the shoulder heads are moving down and back, broaden through the collarbones, and the lower back moves away from the mat. So you're just constantly battling gravity in this pose that's trying to take you out of it. Keep resisting, keep lifting, stay open. And we'll take 5 more breaths. If you're here, maybe you challenge yourself for the last 5, stretch your arms forward. If you're here, maybe you try to straighten the legs any amount. Maybe you roll backwards and you fall out, but that's okay. Come right back. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees into your chest. Good. Take a breath in. On your breath out, roll backwards. Good, and then roll forwards. Roll back. And forward. Last time, roll back. Now as you roll forward, come all the way through, plant the hands, step to plank pose. Take a nice breath in plank, and then lower all the way to your belly. Tops of the feet meet the mat. As you inhale, come into a high cobra pose. Soften through the elbows, but the arms are pretty straight here. And then, like we started, tip one shoulder forward. It's a very dramatic, kind of sassy cobra. And then the other shoulder forward. So just re-lengthening the skin of the abdomen and the muscles of the abdomen. Open your chest. Good. Downward facing dog. Press back. Beautiful. Take a breath in. Open your mouth, exhale. Right leg up. Step between the hands. Stay on the ball of the back foot there. So set up for crescent lunge by first finding runner's lunge. So runner's lunge, hip points moving forward. Right, skin of the right hip moves back as the left hip moves forward. And then you start to lighten up the grip of the hands on the earth and roll your way all the way up into crescent. Arms outstretched up and overhead. Turn the palms forward. And from here, similar to warrior one, can you draw the front ribs back and then anchor the tailbone. Start to cactus the arms. And now as you inhale, puff up your chest. On the exhale, round, chin to chest. So we're switching up the breath pace here. Inhale, open. Exhale, round, chin to chest, navel back, ribs back. Inhale, open. Exhale, chin to chest, round. Now stay right here. Make fists with your hand. And start to shoot your arms back as your chest glides forward. Beautiful, lightning warrior, stay right there. So part of the fun of a classics flow is that we just get to sort of linger in some of the shapes. I often flow and flow and flow and rarely pause. Every once in a while, I like to teach the classes with the true pauses. So here, simplicity of the shape. But if you're like me, your legs are shaking a little bit. Because your legs might be shaking, bend even deeper because you can. Draw your shoulders back, stretch your chest a little more forward. Good. Now, from here, lean even more into the front foot there. Start to lighten the left foot off and off and off the mat. And then eventually lift into Devasana airplane pose. So the left leg will come up and off the mat. Then you lift your chest like you would in Cobra pose. Arms continue to stretch behind you there. Good, take another breath. Soften the right knee. Step back. Once the feet are on the ground, inhale, crescent lunge, reach up. Exhale, warrior two, spin the left heel down, open the hips to the side of your mat. As you inhale, reverse warrior, tip back. As you exhale, extended side angle. Right forearm to thigh, left arm stretching up and overhead there. Good, let's move between the two shapes. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Once more, inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. This time, as you reverse your warrior, straighten the right leg, lift and tip all the way back. And then come on back through center. Parallel your feet, so turn the right toes forward. Take your hands to your hips. Now we're starting to fold forward, but before you do that, let your toes turn in just slightly, heels turn out. And then take a nice breath in, lift up. Now as you exhale, find a forward fold. Good, Prasarita Padottanasana, this wide-legged forward fold. And do anything that makes you happy with your hands. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Plant them. If you have a headstand practice and you would like to get upside down, now it might be a good time for that. Good. Now everyone, wherever you are, start to come on back. As you inhale, lift your chest, find some length. And then as you exhale, walk yourself back to the front of the mat, turn the right toes forward, and take on runner's lunge, just like we started. Drop the left knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, downward facing dog, step back. Nice breath through your nose. And open your mouth, exhale. Left leg goes high as you inhale. However high you would like it to go today. And then step forward between the hands. Runner's lunge. We start from the beginning. So hug the thigh bones toward the midline of the mat. Stabilize through each hip, hugging the hips in. And then you lighten the load on the fingertips, start to come all the way up. Crescent lunge. Contain the rib cage. Heavy through the tailbone. Good. Stretch through the arms. Now cactus the arms. Take an inhale. Exhale, round. Change the chest. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. You stay here. Make fists and lean the chest forward. Good. Lightning warrior shape, and you know we just stick it. So we're just holding. Good. Telescope through the spine. Reach the inner right heel back. Embrace the shake. If you're like me, it's immediate. Breathe despite. Breathe because you can. Now start to lean even more into the left foot. Pour all the weight there. And then you'll eventually take balance in Degasana, airplane pose. Now your airplane pose might be here today with the toe on the mat. That's good too, right? Lift your chest away from the mat wherever you are. And then just breathe, just breathe, just breathe. Good for 2. For 1, step back. Crescent lunge, inhale. Exhale, warrior 2, open. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend, forearm to thigh. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Once more, reverse. Extend. Now as you come to reverse, straighten the left leg, tip back. And then you'll come on through, come on back up. And parallel the feet, so turn the left toes forward. Take your hands to your hips. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, Prasarita, wide-legged forward fold once again. Again, any choice is yours with the hands, whatever you want to do. Let your head go. You can continue to tilt the tailbone toward the sky, so that's an anterior tilt of the pelvis there. And as you do that, notice if you have a little more space for the thigh bones, the upper thigh bones to move back. Just sink just ever so much more into the shape. Optional headstanders, whatever floats your boat here. Float it. For 3, 2, 1. Walk your hands back. And then go ahead and turn yourself forward to the front of the mat. Good. Put the back knee down. Anjaneyasana, as you inhale, just sweep up. Downward facing dog as you exhale. Beautiful. Take a breath in through the nose. Hold it. And then exhale. Knees to the earth. Child's pose, hips settle back. Walk both hands to the right. walk both hands to the left. Come back through center. And then you'll press up, cross the ankles, and lie all the way back here. Hug your knees into your chest. And plant the feet back down to the mat. So we'll set up for a round of back bend here. I've got you through bridge pose, but if wheel is in your practice and you'd like to take that now, by all means, take a nice open wheel pose. So for bridge pose, feet are more or less hips width distance. And the distance that we're looking for here is, so when you lift your hips, you want the knees stacked over the ankles. So if I lift my hips and I'm here, I'm not going to get as much power. And conversely, if I lift my hips when I'm here, I'm also not going to get enough power. So you want the distance so much from the hips and the heels that when you lift, you're stacking the joints, knees over ankles. So sometimes you'll hear teachers say, you should be able to graze the back of your heels. And that might be a good starting point, but everyone's dimensions are different. So your arms might be long, your torso might be long. So what you're looking for is that stack. All right, so whenever you're ready, come on up. And power the feet as you press them down. And then can you move the shin bones forward? And notice how the tailbone sort of starts to move forward along with the shin bone. So you're lengthening your lower back. The glutes are active. Hips are hugging in. And for 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Take broken bridge, so knees knock together, feet maybe heel to their way a little bit wider now. And then cactus the arms. Open your chest. Good. Start to hug your knees into your chest. And then a final spinal twist. Final ring out of the spine. Just let both knees knock and drop over to the left. One leg at a time, come on up. And drop both knees to the right. Come back up. Hug your knees in. And then extend one leg at a time to Shavasana, final resting pose. So as you arrive in Shavasana, let your body be open. And let your breath just flow freely through all of the space that you've opened up through the practice. So there's no sense of doing here in Shavasana. You just get to be. And you'll stay here in this final resting pose as long as you'd like. Thank you for practicing with me. I hope that you have a wonderful day, night, wherever you are in your week. Be well.